EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Located in Alberta, Canada, the Banff Springs Golf Club is a sight to see. Just spectacular views around every corner and challenging holes that will test every level of player. Rich Loader alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports on the call today. Frank, how would you describe this layout here at Banff Springs?
Well, Rich, the holes gently roll along the Bow River underneath those magnificent snow-capped peaks of Sulphur Mountain, Mount Rundle, and the other one in the distance is Tunnel Mountain. The greens range from these huge, massive, expansive sort of surfaces to small and flat, so very diverse.
Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first.
Generous green, just a little bit uphill, not minute really. Big green to hit into though.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. One under early in the round. So a tester from 4 feet. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Frank, how about the par 3 second hole?
The first of 5 par 3s the players will play today, Rich. This one's surrounded by bunkers, but certainly one of the shorter par 3s. So with a good tee shot here, you can imagine you could easily get a putt inside 10 to 15 feet for birdie.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. These putts keep the round together. Looks good today with that birdie, bringing his score to -2. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank, this is a golf course where if you were caddying for a player, you might remind them to stop and
Smell the roses.
And smell the roses. Take it all in, right? I mean, it's that kind of a golf course.
Yeah, we play a lot of sterile venues now, I think is the best way to put it, 7,500 yards plus, and we don't get to smell the roses. So you come up here, it's a long trip. It takes you a while to get here, that's for sure. Flying to Calgary, drive up here. It's known as a scenic area with the ice fields, but you get to sort of embrace nature and realize it's an outdoor game, and that's one of the benefits of it.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Alright, John. And hello everybody who's watching.
So Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Lovely shot from Terry.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like
He
this.
knows I'm playing.
Ball's going to go.
He knows I'm playing you. He knows because it's here to here.
Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem for the player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That will be a great look at birdie. We'll need to catch this solid 190 yards away. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze.
Mute microphone is off now. Can you hear me now? This is where you got the hole in one. Ah, that's it. It's on. I heard myself. Yeah, they can hear us now from the microphone over there. We don't need the...
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Yeah, they can hear us.
Oh, you just misses.
Now putt for par. Second shot.
Starting to really play well. -5. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, fifth hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Because I buy all my games digitally. I found out how you can transfer.
There's something about a well-hit shot
onto another account.
He has given this one
Johnny's just said every time he sees a string
through the
of
ball.
games of golf
This shot
online,
is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Amazing golfer, Johnny.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like I told you, he was when he was younger. He was gonna like.
Yeah. Because I think he's a professional, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And his dad was a handicap of 3.
Yeah, just saying.
Trevor, you know.
My cousin Trevor, Johnny, he was
He was the pro down in Southampton.
He was a pro down in Southampton, and he moved to was it Hong Kong?
Hong Kong, yeah.
And he ran his own business over there, like professional
Set now
golfing
for the
business,
second shot, par 4
coaching
fifth.
people.
Just be aware of where the flag
like
is.
he
If
was
it's
really
got in
good,
that
so
front
he would have been
section,
like
you definitely want to
you and
carry
him
the
would
front
be
of the green.
best mates.
Hole is a little more
But I am
difficult when
looking
they
forward
start
to
to push that flag in the back
playing
left. You
this
can see
with
it
us.
narrow
It'd be
up
amazing
there.
if you ever get the chance.
Oh no, it's your shot.
How's that me, is it?
Well, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like
I'm
it's going to be
sorry.
in the rough.
Yeah.
Playing this
Sorry,
par
you do it,
4,
yeah.
still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third
Big
shot,
regret.
maybe get away here with par.
Frank, really good chance from
Well, you
this
still know you're
position
really good,
to make
though,
a
John.
birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light
He's got a
special.
natural talent for it.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Good,
John's just saying
clean
it's a big regret
contact,
for him.
nice
He
result,
didn't pursue his golf.
and a chance for birdie coming
But I
up.
was just saying, at least
Ball
he knows
sitting
he's still
down
really
in
good
the
at it.
rough.
You know,
He's
he's
digging
still
in.
brilliant
Yeah,
at
I
it.
mean, but when you don't play for a while, you lose your handicaps, you know.
Yeah. What was your handicap, John?
Wow,
Oh,
he got
my
robbed,
God,
Frank.
look at that.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Sick. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Just the tap in to
too
finish the
close to
hole.
count, really, isn't it?
That is a solid par putt.
He got down to 2.
Good chance here. Currently
Really?
at 5
Yeah,
under
amazing.
par.
That is amazing,
His
John.
journey was a 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean-
Trevor's dad.
My uncle, he was.
He didn't play pro, he loved golf, you know what I mean? He just was playing it, you know? Like Mary was about 12 or 10 or 12, something like, you know, but she wasn't, she just joined him, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Did the job right there. Frank, as we arrive here at the
Oh,
par
you got that to
4
2.
6th
Bloody hell,
hole,
that's amazing.
reasonably short at 373 yards. A lot of golfers
That's okay.
arrive
Well
at
done,
a
John.
hole like this and they'll think,
That's amazing.
well, I'm just going
But you know,
to
when you-
blast it away because
when
it's
you
such
go
a short
stale,
four.
it's a job to
You
pick
think
it up, you know?
these kinds
Yeah.
of holes
But as
require
you
a
get
little more
older,
thinking.
you think, well,
They
it's a job
certainly
like
do,
now,
Rich.
I
If
used
you
to play
can't drive it
football
to the
games.
front edge
Yeah.
of the
So I'm
green,
gonna talk
there's
about
no
games.
point really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You can just sort of knock
Too
a
bad,
3-wood
wasn't
down
it?
there,
But
or
now,
something that's going to
in
give you a
real life,
decent
a lot of
yardage where you can at
people
least
refer to
spin
golf.
that second
So
shot.
like that on the
You can
machine,
guarantee
yeah.
that ball's going to stop
You've gone
when it
from the football
lands.
to the golf.
Yeah,
That's
It's
you
going to be
know,
much easier
my
than trying
dad
to
is-
fashion
it's
some
like-
sort of pitch
yeah.
and run.
My dad was an absolute pro on international superstar soccer. He was amazing at it. My mom was quite good at it as well, actually. But my dad used to get so into it.
but the young guys, a lot of us are just young lads thinking, oh, come on, we
Yeah.
beat this old bugger.
Yeah, my dad used to play international superstar soccer on the N64, like with Simon Caffrey,
Nice.
Tom
That's
McCulley,
good.
Ben Savory, and all that. And my dad just kicked all their asses. Like, and this is not. Am I right, Dad?
Yeah,
Used to have tournaments.
I love the game, yeah.
You know, and my dad was brilliant at it. Like, he was genuinely brilliant at it, and because he had the N64 controller off to a T, and International Superstar Soccer on the PlayStation 1.
Because
as
I've been
well.
playing it when computers first come out,
Yeah.
games, and me and my first wife, first wife and I, we used to play through that, you know. Yeah, so when it first came out, the first ping pong thing across the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Frank, that
Oh,
ball's
that
sitting
was
up
amazing
like
when
it's
I
on the
first
plush
played it.
carpet.
I'd run the screen
Rich,
and
if
you'd
you and
play,
I had
oh, this
lives
is
like
just
that every
boom.
time, we'd still be
Tap.
playing this game for a
Oh.
living.
Chance to
Yeah.
set himself up
Well,
for a
even
good
then, it
scoring
was fantastic,
opportunity
you
with
know.
his second
You're
shot
good,
here.
I nearly took a shot again here.
The names, lol. Sorry, he said, love that game. Oh, yeah. He said how on International Superstar Soccer you had to change all the names because they didn't have the licenses for the names.
Yeah.
So he said, like, so Gascoigne was called Gascon,
That's right.
and
yeah.
Ronaldo,
there's
the
a
old
certain
Ronaldo was
rights
called
about it.
Ronaldo. And,
That's right, yeah. You said, why they got it spelled wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they had to, yeah.
He said that I love your dad as a gamer.
yeah.
But
I'm only 79.
you're only 79.
This
Sorry,
has been a
79.
great performance so
Um,
far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever
You're always
worry
welcome
about
up here, John, if you want to come and have a game with
Sometimes
me
it
and my
just
dad.
looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough. But some things, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now.
Now the approach to the par 4 6th.
A nice layup off the tee. You can virtually hit this shot with your eyes closed. The yardage isn't going to change. Doesn't matter what you put in front. So just
Johnny just
dial it
said
in
he
on
hope
that
he
yardage.
hopes he's like that if he has children,
Yeah.
you know, playing games with them.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Bloody hell, what a shot. Oh, brilliant shot.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
No, I'm going to go more right.
Excuse me.
No, more right.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot
What are
putts.
you doing?
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
This
all that
for
walking
par.
you do there.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Frank, you hear it so
What are you
often.
doing?
This is a game
I
of
did-
dealing with your miscues.
That's
Take
the
the
beauty of
club.
this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Now, -2 for the day.
No, I don't believe it.
So they'll tap
Ahead of me
in.
now.
Look at this. That can do with a bloody hole.
-6.
6 under par now.
He said, "Pour me a Guinness
602
and I'll be
yard
there."
par 5 on the 7th hole, Frank.
The good thing
I'm
about my
guessing you
game
want to
was
take
that I
the
could
big
hit
stick
the
out
ball
and
a
let
long
it
way.
rip here.
So Rory
Super
McIlroy
best
hit his
golf.
tee shot here so far he had an iron in.
What was your longest swing then?
Boy, this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
That one is in the fairway, down
That's
there
amazing.
about
Johnny said
290
if his
yards.
short game and putting was better, he could have easily been a pro.
Yeah,
That was the only thing that was holding him back, because when he used to go with his dad,
yeah.
to the golf as a young lad, because I used to work with his dad in the MOD, and his dad used to say to him, my Johnny's going to be a professional golfer, and he was this is like when Johnny was about 10 or 11. That's how good he was, and as Johnny was saying, the only thing that was holding him back was his putting, and
Oh, yeah, that's the hardest bit.
Oh, yeah.
Your long drive, it's all about averages, I suppose. You know.
yeah,
And there's lots of
Nice
maths as
position,
well involved.
short
People,
grass,
do I go
second shot.
long? It's, your second shot. It's all sorts of things going on. But,
hole 6 on the red 9 at Cumberwell Golf Course. Good shot there.
yeah, I look at where you can get onto the green at one stage, but then if you pull back,
Good lie in the fairway.
deceptive,
Good
right?
chance to make something happen here.
well, that was only my second shot.
Frank, at a 72-hole stroke play event, do you like birdie fests where, say, 28, 30 under par might win it, or do you like a good old-fashioned grind them out where you might be able to win the championship at, say, 7, 8 under par?
Yeah, I like the latter really, because I think it tests the mental fortitude. Normally, if people are in the mid-20s under, the golf course is a little easier. It's a little more forgiving. Greens are flatter and all that, and therefore, I'm not saying it's one-dimensional, but it's closer to that. When you have a good old barn brawn out there with the rough thick and bunkers are difficult and greens are fast and undulating, every part of your game is stressed to the limit. And sort of 10 under, I always think is like a really good
It went
litmus
in.
test.
Unbelievable shot.
Great tournament.
Frank, a chance to get home in
Unbelievable.
2 on this
Yeah, that
par
was
five?
amazing.
You would think so after
See
a
that,
good
Johnny?
tee shot, Rich.
That was-
Very
what a
long,
shot.
narrow green. The best shot would be to hit
John
a
was
nice
saying that
hard
he was on
towering
the 6th
second
hole
shot, but anything that
of
pitches on
9
front's
at
going to skip
Cumberwell
forward.
Golf Course, and it was 390 yards, and he was playing with his dad's friends. This is when he was a young
On the
lad.
computer.
No, in real life, in Cumberwell Golf Course, it was 390 yards. He chopped it within 2 inches.
Right.
He was 20 yards short of the green, and he chopped it. He was 20 yards short of the green, and he chopped it near the hole within 2 inches.
It's frustrating when it matters.
That is
Which these
unbelievable,
players aren't
John.
getting a reprieve
Oh,
with
I
the win
wish
right now.
I tried
Right
playing
from
that
the
was an
start,
eagle.
the winds
Yeah,
have
he
been
got
kicking
an
pretty
eagle. Did
good.
you see that, John?
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind and perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
There was 2 people, now it's back to 3 again.
Takes it to 3 under for the day.
That's all right.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water.
You were
Frank,
playing
only
Texas.
150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
The distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps
playing
aim
Texas,
10 or
John.
15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a
Johnny
little
said you need
further
to
to
give
the
up,
left.
Dave.
You
He's
can
kicking
still
your
make
butt.
birdie.
He is. On average, my dad wins most 18s or 9s.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, Jesus.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in.
Oh, Texas Scramble. Sorry, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sorry, I'm being thick. Sorry. He's playing Texas Scramble. Pull back.
You just did pull back, didn't you?
Yeah.
That should have rolled in.
It's like a snack, though.
Oh, that's all right.
God almighty. Get your birdie, David.
He'd settle for par here.
Jesus Christ.
You talk too much.
Will make birdie if
Yeah.
he holds this
Jesus,
putt.
Birdie for you, Dad.
I don't know.
Of course you will, Gil.
Oh,
That
roll
had
to
to
the
really
left.
hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Yeah.
Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. So just a formality here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the
Yeah.
second a little bit easier.
Ended up being just you playing the hole, John. Good shot. Did you ever
Nothing
used
to
go
argue
to the,
about there. Right in the fairway.
the golf place up in Box, John? Up in Bathampton, you know, up the top of Box by Five Ways. It's sort of near where we are now, actually. Is that further less than you? It's less.
That's always 274.
Yeah.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
It's perfect, David.
I reckon.
I reckon that's right. Jesus.
Oh, go.
Yeah, for your power.
I don't mind it. I can chip it in from
Ah,
there.
good, that's all right.
I kind of wanted it to go.
Well, Frank, what do you like here?
I
Second
think
shot
it's
to
called
this par
Bathampton
5.
Golf Course.
I like just the general terrain, Rich.
Bathampton.
Even though the water's on the right side, you want to keep away from that, which actually
The
makes that
Bathampton
ball go
ball.
towards the general upslope of the green.
Yeah. You can chip it in.
Oh, that's the
That's a
best
great
that was
chip
going
in
to be
that spot.
on the fringe.
Not too
Yeah,
bad.
I think it's called the Bathampton Golf Course.
Slight
That's what
waggle,
the golf
relaxed
course up the top
arms,
is called. This
ready to go.
Bathampton Golf Course, isn't it?
Frank, you played in conditions all over
He's
the
the-
world.
No,
Here
no,
come
he's
the
the-
winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit. given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Yeah, it's just up on the tee. Right, if you go to 5 ways, so from where we are in Rudlow, you go up to 5 ways, and then instead of turning left to go to Melcham or straight on to go to Bradford and Avon, you've got those 2 right turns. So you've got the one, the very immediate right, which goes down in the hill towards Box, and you've got the other. You've got the other right, which goes up slightly up the slope, and that's where the golf course is up that way. There's an old pub up there.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
It's got like a restaurant there and everything.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no 2 ways about that. He's putting well.
Yeah, Kingsdown. Sorry, Kingsdown Golf Course. That's it.
Oh, no.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Kingsdown Golf
That's
Course.
good work. That's a good par right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. 3 under on the day.
Kingsdown.
Really good round out there today.
That's
What's
the
the
back nine,
mindset, Frank? Keep it going.
Now we're gonna do
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same
What are you doing,
composure for
18?
tomorrow's round.
Yeah, no,
Get some
it's-
rest. We know that.
Straight 18.
Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good
you break it
position.
up?
Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan
back
out.
9.
That means that my 8 on the par is gone.
No, it stays on your average. It stays on
No,
your stats.
no. I mean, 18 holes, David. Come on.
Sorry, Dad.
I didn't know you're breaking up to 2 knots and 9, David. What?
Yeah.
That means now I've
This
sort of
is
even par
EA
now.
Sports coverage
Again,
of the
on the
PGA
second
Tour.
line.
Oh yeah, but at
Well, I
least
had 8 on
Yeah.
the par.
it gives me a chance. I really no. I didn't deliberately. It was just.
Welcome to the Fairmont
So it's now in
Banff
number
Springs
10.
Golf Course, situated in Banff National Park,
I think
a
it-
mile high in the Canadian
it-
Rockies, with breathtaking views in every direction. Captivating and challenging course, amateurs and professionals alike constantly
Augustus.
amazed by its sense of difficulty. The optical illusions created by the mountains towering in the distance might deceive the eye
That's it.
of even the most skilled player. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo in the booth for EA Sports. We'll
Johnny
be
says we
calling
should
all
play
of the
Augustus.
action out on the course.
Oh.
Let's jump down to the
yes.
tee and get this started. That will be a great look at birdie.
Oh my God!
Oh, God, look at that. For a hole in one.
That would have been a hole in one.
God.
Shouldn't be a problem
Just
here.
needed to push.
God almighty.
I can't believe it, Dad. You definitely deserve that.
You'd like that one again.
Jesus Christ.
Look around
Man.
now. Look, David.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
You know,
Even
I know what's
par
going on.
currently.
Dad, you were.
Simple,
God, I nearly
solid,
missed that.
and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Tap in.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. In red figures at 1 under par.
Johnny says play 18 at Augustus.
On the
and
tee
let
here at the
Cops kick
11th
your
hole,
butt.
417
Yeah, 18.
yard
That's
par
what we do in
4.
18.
Yeah,
Is
we
this
usually
a
do
drive
18.
you like to hit, Frank?
Don't.
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
He'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Well, you get some more inspiration now.
Yeah.
Frank's second shot here at 11 is pretty short, but it can be tricky.
It can. The various different levels. The highest point on the green is that back left. It does roll down to that right side, and then, of course, there's the front portion in the middle. So you've got to be just cognizant of trying to fly the ball the right distance. But when that flag is in the back left,
on last week,
to err a little on the left side, not such a bad thing.
Almost as good as my dad's.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
This is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Did Rose come in second or third? Justin Rose, did he?
Did Rose come in second?
Second, right, was he?
Good-looking shot right here.
It's that sneaky distance.
There we go. Reading.
Sergio, I don't know if you saw that hole in one he had the other week. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. I think it was about 3. I can't remember what it was. It was incredible. They had it on the news. Incredible shot.
Well, Frank, it's our job
Go on
to get
YouTube
excited.
and type in Sergio.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Incredible shot.
These putts keep the round together. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. And getting ready for the putt. And with that, 1 under par.
Johnny just said the best ever shot he saw was Tiger
Frank,
Woods.
what are we looking at here at the par 4
Masters.
12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side.
DeMarco in
That's
the
the one
run.
that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee,
Tiger Woods
or
is the
sort
greatest
of
golfer
worked
that ever
off.
lived.
This could very well be a 3-wood off
no
the
matter
tee.
what he
Just
did
hit
in
it
his
straight at that
private
left
life.
bunker.
The guy is.
Right, and his marriage and all that goes wrong. That's when he comes down. So much pressure on him.
It shouldn't make any
Affects the
difference.
game,
It shouldn't make any difference what he does in his private life. It's
Yeah,
golf,
this
it's
is
golf,
affect the
it's golf.
game, isn't it?
Yeah. He is the greatest golfer that ever lived. He's even better than Ballesteros.
What about McIlroy?
Rory McIlroy, yeah. Jack Nicklaus.
They're all great, too.
Frank, another scoring opportunity
Jack
here with
Nicklaus.
his second shot at the 12th.
There certainly is. Even when they stick the flag all the way in the back, which is the hardest hole location, you can still get at it with a short club. Nice sort of rolling, gentle terrain on this green, so chances are you're going to have a putt with a little bit of break in it.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving left, moving right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Just the Woods bummer. Johnny was just saying the best
From
shot he
about
ever saw
8
was
feet.
Tiger Woods, where he was by a tree and he chipped it in on the 16th.
Yeah.
And Johnny said it still makes his hair on his back end of his neck stand up every time he sees it.
Now at minus
Oh, he
2
just
for the
crawled in.
day.
I put a couple of inches
Makeable
on
putt
it.
right here, currently sitting at 1 under
You
for
know,
the
it's
round.
Extendedly.
Yeah.
Like that there, look, see? I would go a bit. That's it, yeah. Fucking hell. Oh, you're improving now.
I thought I was. The pressure's on. I've got an audience. And
Nice par to remain 1 under.
We're just better there. So,
Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first
that's-
2/3 of
as
the
Johnny
green is
said,
just like a nice big
Tiger
circle.
Woods
You
came
hit it anywhere
through
on that, you can
in
have a
golf
putt
when
of some
black
20,
people were
25
not allowed
feet
to play
maximum
golf.
for
That was
birdie.
difficult, wasn't it? It was really hard, wasn't it?
yeah, he pushed
Really
through.
was hard, yeah.
He pushed through the stereotypes.
That barrier of, you know, not being liked and all that. Maybe that would give you inspiration as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? You know, oh, I can do, yeah, you know what I mean?
That's
You're
what
not
John,
going to stop me.
That's what Johnny just said. He goes, "That's why I loved him. That's
Yeah.
why he was Johnny's hero."
Yeah.
That is a
That's gonna be
beauty, a
funny
real
shot,
beauty.
David, you know, it's going to be rolling. Now, David, I'd extend it further. Go further. Go back. Behind that. Behind it. That's it. No, go back. Forward. That's it. Over to the left. Like, slightly over this way to the left. Not too much. There. Go for it. That's it. That's it.
Oh,
what I mean?
right at it.
Oh,
Jesus
Well done,
Christ.
David. Hey?
Yeah,
Hey?
don't believe it.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frankie
That's
took
15
plenty of
was
time
stopped.
on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot
Take your chance,
one
Dave.
very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
And he makes it for par. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Bottom of the barrel. And now to 2 under. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4,
minus
442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
2 choices. Try and squeeze it down
Well,
the
there's
right
your chance to
side,
win the game.
just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
Don't give in. Not being defeated.
No, I'm not being defeated. It's bad.
Shouldn't be.
Frank, not
You're just-
overly
you're
long,
just-
but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280
I'm
mark.
behind that target a little before, but yeah, we're 2 each, David.
Oh, cheers, Johnny.
Get over the bump. Bang!
Yeah. Before I take the next shot.
Frank,
Dad.
really good chance from this position
Right,
to make a birdie.
Hang
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This
Hang
is
on,
a
before
green
we do
light
it.
special.
Johnny's just sent us a video of that shot. He just wants us
What
you to
shot?
have a look at it of the Tiger Woods shot in
Oh, yeah, of course,
2015. It's here. Hang on, John. Here it is, Dad. Just about to watch it now, John. Hang on. Here we are. Tiger Woods. The Masters 16th hole, 2015. Ready? This is the shot that makes a hair stand up in John's. He's right by the trees, look. It's like, you know, when we do a chip in from outside the green.
What's he got? 3 on the park? What's his score at the moment?
Oh my god, look where he is. He's way out there. Look.
I'm watching it.
Here it is, here it is. He's going to take the shot now.
I'm watching.
Oh my god, look at the curve on it. Oh my god!
Yeah, holy Jesus.
The curve on it, that was unbelievable.
Yeah, terrible.
That was it. How did he do?
Just watch, listen, just listen. Action.
That is amazing. Johnny, that was incredible.
Well, this one should be safely
That
on
was-
deck here.
Speechless, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the
How
tree.
the hell did he get it to curve like that? It was unbelievable. That was just...
Frank, take us
Look,
down.
obviously
Give us
follow
the
the
player's
curvature
eye
of the
view
green, I
on
get
this
that,
second
but
shot here at 14.
To get it
I
that
kind of
precise.
like a second shot a
that was
little
just
lower than
unbelievable.
normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against
it's
going
amazing
left
when you see
while
somebody
you're trying to
who's
go
got that
directly at the flag. So just something a
perfect
little
eye
lower than
Yeah.
normal.
to
I
know
think
where the
would
ball's
be
going to go.
Yeah.
That's why he's the best in the world. That was unbelievable. There you go.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is
Shit.
about concentration and focus
Talking
at this
of
point.
curvatures. Here we go.
That was a good-looking
Bastard.
putt, just not falling right now.
Fuck's sake.
Okay.
Sadly, he's
Yeah,
going to be
I had that.
disappointed.
Take it out.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
That's amazing, Jim.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
What's this, a par for
This
two?
putt for par.
Yeah. Mine's a top end.
Holding steady now at 2 under par.
I should have mine in.
Just the tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there.
So that's -2. So it's just,
And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Just watching our reaction to the video when we were watching it, you just saw it on the camera.
Pretty
there.
stout
Like,
second shot here at the par 4 15th. And
No,
Frank,
just
what's
me.
the right
But
way
you
to
can hear
shape
the
this
difference.
one?
It's actually one of the few shots you'd probably want to hit left to right. Notice the entry of the green is more on that left side of the green. Green does pitch back to the player as
The
well, so
undulation
maybe
of
a
the
little
green.
cut in here for a change.
It's to the Golf Pro. Oh yeah, you can. It's all right. You chip it.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Yeah, he said the slope is huge on that. What he did.
Second shot.
It's insane. How the hell he even managed to measure in his
He
head?
just didn't take the shot. He studied it, planned it out, and all sorts. Yeah, it takes a lot of.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Oh, I cut it the wrong way. Further.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Almost. Wow. Struggling a bit with the flat stick and the drop shot here at the 15th hole. Takes it to 3 under for the day.
The slopes, etc.
Just a little tap in here.
That's what we find hard in this, isn't it? We can never see the slopes and the
No,
greens.
that's right. It's very difficult. Go on, Dave, tap in. Please, Dave.
As Johnny was saying, there's so much to
Now
golf.
1 under for the round.
Oh, yeah.
That they don't see.
Technical side.
This is
It's
so
not just hitting the ball along it.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, a par 4. Is Nick Payne GOAT?
quite mathematical,
Would that
isn't
be
it? It's
greatest
all
of all
over.
time, or is it just because of the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a goat hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly have.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I struggle to even get a ball off the tee.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a
One
birdie.
time I played golf. Sorry, a few times I played golf with my friend Simon.
Frank,
He was
looking at
quite
this
good,
approach
actually,
now to the
Simon
16th,
McCaffrey.
what does the
He
player
used to
need
play
to be
golf
aware
around
of?
here. I remember
Got
on
to
the,
make
remember
sure you
hitting Noni
fly
on
the ball
head
every inch
once
of
for
the
a
way.
golf ball.
The ball won't kick forward because of that
He
false
was,
front.
I'm terrible at golf.
So making sure
I
you at
tried
least
it
club
a
up,
few
not
times
club
and
down.
I just haven't got the coordination for it. I like playing it, but I'm terrible.
That's pitch and putt you're on, Dave.
No, I played golf with Simon, but I was rubbish at it. I mean, I was terrible, really bad. Simon's very good. Look.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Ben Savory was good as well.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
bastard.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And getting ready for the putt.
It's not going to go in. I feel it.
That had to really hurt Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. This would give him the par. That's a solid par putt.
So,
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards of par 4, that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
And that's the key here at 17. You need to be in the fairway. They've done it. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club
Johnny
from
said.
there.
Took the big stick off the tee, but still
night when he was drunk
challenging
with his
short
mates,
second shot coming up here,
He
Frank.
went back to one
Much
of his
shorter
mates'
second
house
shot
and
here
they-
on
and they were all
17,
drunk and
Rich.
they teed up
But because
outside
that green's
the front of the
elevated,
house
you've
and
actually
they
got
were
to be
knocking
that much more precise
golf
with this
balls
pitch.
down the cul-de-sac.
Right.
See how far they can hit them. Look at it.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Second shot, good look at the green. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
How about that? 4 under par. Clean this up with a tap. 1 under on the day.
Last hole then.
Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs. 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable,
Johnny
but
said
well protected
streaming
by
is much
bunkers
better like
left,
this
right,
with you and
central
your dad,
bunkers as
and
well.
we're
You really
online
have to
and
be
we can
aware
talk.
of
He said
two
if you're
things.
doing it in
The
the
wind
future, do it like
direction
this, you guys, 'cause
and
it's
exactly
much
how
more
far
fun.
you can carry that tee shot
You
if you
can
want to
obviously,
find this fairway.
You know, there's a connection between the audience. Yeah, you're right, actually, John. It is
Oh,
good
that's
fun when you
sweet.
can talk to somebody on
Straight
screen.
down the middle.
You're talking to the television screen, or you send the messages to the screen,
Yeah.
and they're replying to it. You know, makes it more interactive. You can have a bit of banter and stuff. Yeah, you're right. Well, that's a great shot, Dad.
I think so.
Actually, no, that's quite short for you. 231. That's weird. That might work in your advantage, though.
Oh, yeah, it depends.
No, because this is the
Now
horrible
from a
par
good
5
position in the
Remember the
fairway,
one with
his
the-
second shot.
crease in the middle. I see it has worked in your advantage because you got over the green.
This is
You're
not
right.
heading in the
Right.
right direction.
You know, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it is not looking like a good lie. Good lie in the fairway, a good chance to make something happen here.
Fucking nearly hit bird there.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
Yeah, I know what you mean about the camera feed, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and do a lot more of my streams like this, to be honest with you, because it's a bit more interactive. I do it when I'm playing The Last Guardian.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity.
It makes it more interactive, like you said. Usually I turn it off for the golf because I always
Frank,
think
this is a
that if
pretty
you're
important
streaming
shot.
golf, people
Second
just
here
want
to the
kind
par
of sit back
5
and watch
18.
the golf.
That's a great tee
Like you
shot
said,
now. The
if
opportunity
you
in
keep
front
watching it and
is
you know, yeah.
it's delightful, really. A good second shot here. Chance for eagle.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get this in for an eagle. You ready? Let's eagle this shit. Okay, I reckon I can get this in.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next
last
one.
shot for a par.
Tuesday. I'm off to bed now.
So a tester from 4 feet. So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Believe it.
Man,
Just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. And he's putting for par now. No problem at all. Good putt. And stays at 4 under par. 1 under for the round.
Thank you, Dave. God bless.
Good night to John.
Well, Frank, I really enjoyed this.
My
The
dad's
golf
off
was
bed now.
outstanding, but the scenery was breathtaking.
That's right.
Canada's just a beautiful part of the world to be enjoyed, to be savoured, really. And on a golf course,
Yeah, that'd be great.
unlike
Johnny
a
said
lot of
that
the ones
if,
we see today, not overly long,
he's gonna
very
try and get
playable,
this game and he'll
enjoyable,
play us
and a
online.
golf course, certainly, that's going to give you a good score
All right,
if you
good night,
play
Dad.
well.
Yeah, it'd be amazing, John. I think it's only like £6 now or something. Next to nothing. So, yeah, it is a lot better when you do your streams like this. That's why I used to like watching you playing Overwatch and or your Battlefield ones and stuff, because you know I can talk to you while you're playing them. That's why I enjoy your streams, because there's a lot of people who do streams out there, and even if they haven't got the sound on, there's just nothing interactive about it. There's like, you know, at least with you, you're kind of like, you're actually getting involved with the audience, which is like, you're right, you know, keep the mic on, it does make more of a difference, definitely. But I think that's the thing though, isn't it? Because sometimes it can be really difficult to kind of find that balance in a stream, you know, to get it right. Because I've always tried to, when I'm doing my streams, I'm always thinking, right, well, if I'm playing like an adventure game, like The Last Guardian, I tend to have it on all the time, mostly because it's easy. Well, I didn't actually today, I didn't start off with it on, but I like to have it on because you know, people like to ask questions about certain parts of the game or the story and stuff, and I actually kind of like to interact with how I'm feeling about the game. Whereas like with golf, I've always kind of felt like, oh, maybe it's just people want to just sit back and relax and watch the golf. But I am going to put the camera on now, the sound on from now on. And I haven't had the sound on the camera in ages. This is the first time I've had it on in ages. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, because I've been talking about this. You're on about somebody who could fix your PS4. There is a guy in Rudlow, I know, but I heard he's pretty good. Actually, do you know a guy called Robert Meddings? He might fix it for you. He's a bit of a whiz at computers, to be honest with you. Jimmy Finley, I don't know if you know him. I think he fixes consoles. It might be PCs, I'm not sure. I'm sure he said he fixes consoles. That's very kind of you. I don't think I'm that good a streamer, to be honest with you, but I tell you what I would like to do, because I want to do more like actual shows, not like well, yeah, I mean I could live stream it to YouTube, but what I would like to do is actually do kind of more like podcasts and stuff with you and the guys, like about games, pretty much anything, like just a kind of like a chat forum sort of thing, because I think it's a really good idea, because I was talking to Ash about it, like we can get you, me, James and Dan, or even if it's just you and me, talking like on a stream like this one, like, because you're the only person that I can usually get online, to be honest with you, but like just doing something like that or something, it's just an idea though, like doing a kind of a live podcast. Yeah. Well, I don't know if have you seen my videos of Injustice 2, the DC game. I've only been playing online games, which I will do. What I am going to do is I'm going to do a live, like 2-hour stream, 3-hour stream of online fights. But what I do want to do is I'm going to do a live stream of the whole interactive story, because I haven't touched the story yet, and I'm going to do a whole stream of the story live and let people watch as I'm playing it, but I'll have the camera on for the story as well and the sound, because I've had a lot of people asking me about that I've had a lot of messages on my YouTube messages account saying on my inbox messages account, my inbox saying that they want me to do that, so I will do that. That's why I've only been playing online matches, and I haven't been streaming my online matches. I did a few and then I got rid of them because it was just me like learning how to play it, but now I've got into the game, what I've done now is that I've just recorded them straight from the PlayStation 4 and edited them on the PS4 and then just sent them to YouTube in shorts, like just short matches, in single matches, so like they're like 2-3 minute videos. That's how I've been doing the videos, but so I haven't actually really done a stream on Injustice yet. But if I'm honest, I love my fighting games, but if I'm honest, the games I really enjoy playing are things like this. I love my sports games. I love golf and football games are the ones for me, and I love my tennis games. I adore tennis games. There hasn't been a decent tennis game in years. I've got Everybody's Tennis, which is an old PS2 game, and I stream that sometimes on my page, on my retro bit. Let's Play Retro. I have a playlist on my page called Let's Play Retro, and there's Fantavision on the PS2, but there's also Everybody's Tennis, which was, I loved that game when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, so that was an absolutely amazing game, and I played it, and it looks really basic now, but do you know what, it still plays just as well. I love that game. I love those kind of funky cartoony tennis games, as well as the really realistic ones. They need to bring out a really decent, realistic tennis game. The last decent one was Virtua Tennis, all the ones since have been shit. I remember there was a Andy Murray one that came out on the Xbox that I had. It didn't cut the mustard for me. It just wasn't as good as Virtua Tennis. I had Virtua Tennis 3, I think it was, on the PS3. That was an amazing game. Virtua Tennis 3 on the PS3 was spot on. Amazing game. Sega need to bring out another Virtua Tennis game because the market is just dead now for tennis games. I'm talking too much, I just realised. You told me to slow down and I'm just waffling on. Yeah, Jimmy Finley's on my page. I'm not sure if he fixed consoles, but you could ask him. I'm just trying to think of somebody. There's Robert Meddings. You could ask him. He's on my page as well. I know he fixes PCs and stuff. He might fix PS4s. I'm not sure. Failing that, I'm just trying to think who else it might be. Just trying to think who else. I know there's a few people I know that who know people that can fix consoles. I'm just trying to think who I've got on my Facebook. There was somebody in Sainsbury's. I can't think who the hell it was now. There was somebody in Sainsbury's who fixes consoles, and I can't think who it is. Wait like 30. Yeah, I will wait 30 seconds, mate, sorry. Yeah, Virtua Tennis was the absolute nuts, and I loved it. There was also Pete Sampras Tennis, which I had on the PlayStation 1. Oh my god, that was such a good game. Oh, Tiger Woods was, quite frankly, mate, the turning point for me with EA, because I was always on the fence with EA, because when it got to PlayStation 2 and we started getting the FIFAs on PlayStation 2, that's when you started seeing FIFA getting really quite impressive looking. Like, I remember when PS2 came out, you're like, holy shit, it's starting to look really real now. It's like, wow, this is like playing a real football game. That was the turning point for me. That's when I started moving away from ISS. I still had it. ISS for me, the last great bastion of ISS was on PlayStation 1. Because FIFA on PlayStation 1 was shit. I don't care what anybody says, it was shit. FIFA was crap on PlayStation 1. People can argue me over that all they want. ISS owned it on PS1. Because when it got to PS2, I was like, okay, now they're doing it. Now this is becoming something special. And by the time Tiger Woods came out on the PlayStation 2, and then they had the FIFA getting to the standard it was, that's the point where I started thinking, you know what, I've moved to EA now. Because by the end of the PS2's life cycle, ISS had lost it for me. It wasn't the same anymore. you know, and Konami just didn't make the great sports games they used to. EA owned it by that point. They'd honed it to perfection. And there's a reason why Tiger Woods was the greatest selling sports game in the world. Probably still is. It was amazing. It was groundbreaking. Nobody had ever seen a game so realistic. I mean, we used to play it every night, yeah. I remember I used to play with Trudy when I was married to her. And we were addicted to it. You know, people would come around and like say, oh shit, this is amazing. You know, it's just like, it was a genre-defining game. It was a game changer for video games. You know, that was the game now. When you look back now and you see how realistic sports games got, that was the one that pushed it. Because out of that, all the Madden games became hyper-realistic because of Tiger Woods. You know, because before that, all the Madden games were actually quite basic and blocky. But after Tiger Woods, bang, they thought, shit, now we'll push all this revenue we've got from Tiger Woods, all the money we've made at Tiger Woods, and push it into all our other sports. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the first one I bought, was 2003. God, I love Tiger Woods. The N64 and ISS 64. ISS 64, still to this day, is my most dear sports game ever. ISS 64. That's the one that my dad beat all my mates on, that I was telling you about earlier when he was sat with me. He used to beat Ben Savory, Tom McCulley, Tom Smith. Remember Tom Smith? He used to play Tom Smith on ISS 64. I'll always remember this. And Smithy would be sat here, because he was a cocky bastard, Smithy. He still is. I love him to bits. And he'd be like, yeah, I'm going to fucking have you on this. And he used to get really pissed off. Like, I remember once he was playing my dad on ISS 64, and he always used to pick Italy, and my dad would always pick Brazil, right? And my dad always used to beat him all the time. So he said, look, let's swap teams, and I guarantee you I'll beat you. And my dad, when he swapped around, my dad beat him 7-0. I'll always remember this. He grabbed the controller, because it was his controller. He brought up his own controller, and he had a GoldenEye controller, like, so it was quite a rare one. And he fucking snapped it. He was so pissed off, and we were all like, "Oh shit!" And he goes, "I fucking believe it." He was so annoyed, and he was like, "I'll always remember that. Whenever I see him, we'll always turn around and I'll always tell him about that. He remembers it. It's so funny." Oh god, ISS 64 was amazing. Just staring at the case. I used to think when you get a game, you'd be like, oh god, the case is so nice. I love the N64 cases, they were so colourful. You know, I mean, I buy all my games digitally now. On the rare occasion I'll get like a game. I've got 2 games in a box. I've got FIFA 17 and Assassin's Creed 4. That's the only 2 games I have now, in boxes. Every other game I've got is digitally owned. But yeah, I remember getting those cases. I remember the first day my dad got me the Super Nintendo. It was in Dixon's in Chippenham, and I couldn't believe it. You know, I'd gone from having a Sega Master System to a Super Nintendo. That was just like, you can imagine the leap from a Sega Master System to a Super Nintendo. And we had it with the Street Fighter 2 pack, and I just remember coming in and we plugged it in and we loaded up Street Fighter 2, and just imagine from going to, and I absolutely adore the Master System, I still do, I've got such fond memories of it, but going from like Hang On the Master System, which admittedly was a great 8-bit game, going from that to Street Fighter 2, I mean, think about it, the re-release of Street Fighter 2 now on the Switch. going from a basic 8-bit game to Street Fighter 2. I'll never forget it. It was the biggest leap in video games I've ever experienced. Nothing since has ever had that impact on me. It was like having an arcade in your house. It was going from having this basic to a machine that could like pump out speech, real music, you know, proper really good sounding music that you could sit down and listen to. And these amazing big sprites. I remember my dad was like, this is unbelievable. I remember we had Desert Strike as well. And my dad was addicted to Desert Strike. You know, flying around that helicopter. He loved it. You know, and that was for me, it's still my fondest memories. And probably my second fondest was the N64. Like, that was just all of my most fond memories in video games are Nintendo. By a mile. You know, talking of Nintendo, actually. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch. Let's just see what you're saying. Sorry, I'm waffling on and keep talking too fast. Wow. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. That. Oof. You know, that was the first game that made me. That was probably the first game that actually made me literally emotionally exhausted. Actually, no, that's a lie. Or is it? I don't know. The first game that made me cry... No, it wasn't actually. The first game that ever made me cry was Final Fantasy VII. And that was the moment... That was a defining moment in my life. And I know that it sounds over the top. But that was the first game that literally made me cry watching a character on screen in a video game. I'd never experienced anything like it. I'll always remember the exact moment when I started crying and I was watching as what's his name? Azrael, I forgot his name, died. And I'll never forget it because I was thinking, I was crying. I was literally welling up, and I was like, this is a video game. Hang on, this is a video game. Why am I crying? And I was like, and then I suddenly realised this is no different to crying at a cartoon or a film. It's the same thing. And that's when I realised that was for me when the moment when games changed for me forever. It was Final Fantasy VII. It's why I consider Final Fantasy VII the greatest ever one. And I don't think it's ever been better. I know you have a different opinion on that, but I still think Final Fantasy VII I would say the greatest game I've ever played for me is Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Switch. That's the greatest game I've ever played, ever. And I'm waiting for the streaming options to open up on the Switch, because I will start that game again and I'll stream it right from the beginning. It's the greatest game I've ever played, and I wasn't expecting that. The second greatest game I've ever played is I was going to say the second greatest game would be Final Fantasy VII, and the third would be GTA 5. I know that's a kind of a one that people are like, it's one of the greatest. It's an amazing game, but is it one of the greatest? For me, it is. Yeah, I just love the story in it. It's a fantastic game. I love the world it created. I adore that game. I love the Duke Nukem games, actually. I can see why that would your earliest childhood memory, yeah. God, I remember playing that on the PC. My first PC I had. I would have been like 14, 15. Final Fantasy X. Yep. Yeah, the only two people I know who believe that Final Fantasy X is the best one are you and Will. You and Will are the only two I know that, and fair play to you, you both put up a good case as to why you think it is the best one. And it is a great game. I remember the first time I played it on the PS2, I was like, holy shit. Wow, how have they done this? This is amazing. I'll never forget it when I played it on the first time I played Final Fantasy X. It blew my mind, the graphics. It was like playing a movie. That's the first time I felt like I was playing a big budget film and watching something that looked as good as a big budget film. Because up until then, everything, as great as and advanced as it was still blocky. Like Final Fantasy VII, as much as I love it and adore it, it's my second favorite game of all time. You know, it was blocky, and you could even see that back then. But Final Fantasy X was the first game, I think, that, you know, heralded in that kind of the wave of graphics we have now. That kind of the sort of the semblance between CG and the in-game graphics, the kind of seamless, that's what I was looking for, the seamless transition between CG and graphics. That was the first one that did it. Now we take it for granted that the in-game graphics look as good as the CG. And a lot of them don't even use CG now, like CG movies. Yeah. Yeah, it did. It really involved you, Final Fantasy X. See, I remember when I used to talk to Will about this, and we'd argue about it, because I always said 7. You can't convince me otherwise. 7 is the only game that's ever made me truly invested in characters. But Will used to say the same thing. He used to say the same thing as you were saying. He used to say, you know, 10 was the only one that really makes you feel. 10 is the only one that makes you feel like you're actually in the game yourself, as opposed to separate as a character. Like, it really kind of invested you, the player, as opposed to you're just controlling something, which I guess is true, actually. I just don't think I didn't connect with it as strongly, I guess, as you did. It's not because I didn't think it was one of the greatest games I've ever played. I did. It's just, I don't know, I think I had a bit of bias going into it, because I was always thinking, you know what I think it was? I think I just wanted the story. I just wanted the story from 7. Because I guess I've always wanted a film of Final Fantasy 7. Like, when I heard about Spirits Within, I remember thinking, well, I wish they'd just do Final Fantasy 7 as a CG movie with real characters. That's really what I wanted. You know? You felt like you were Tidus. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Do you know, I really want to play Final Fantasy VII now. I bought it on the iPhone. I had to when it was re-released on the iPhone. I was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I didn't care. It was £10. I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it. I had to buy it. I was just like, there's no way I can't buy that. And I'm so glad I've got it now, because like, sometimes I'll just load it up on my phone and just do the beginning bit. Just to see it, basically. It's stupid. It's one of the rare things that I will always go back to, but I would love to play that on the big screen again. Yeah. I'll hang on. I will. I'll tell you what. I will start up on. Yeah, you can get it. They released it for the iPhone. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to load up Injustice. Oh, FIFA. Yeah, I'll play some FIFA. Alright. Right.
Quality, mate.
Alright, well, I'll have to come off this stream, obviously. Unless... Is there a way you can pause the stream? No, you can't. I'll have to go off the stream. Okay, I'm going to load up FIFA now, mate, and I'll stream you on that. I'll stream you on that. I'll see you on that. Peace. Thank you for watching, you beautiful people. Peace.